Hey physics students, I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about exactly what's going to be on the physics thermodynamics test coming up. So let's get started. The test coming up is going to be basically split in half. Half of your points are going to be multiple choice. The multiple choice, they're going to come kind of in three flavors. Number one, it's going to be general thermodynamics concepts. Another part is going to be convection, conduction, or radiation. There was a Schoology assignment that we did where you had to pick what type of heat transfer each of these things were. So you'll be asked which of these is this? Is this convection? Is this conduction? Is this radiation? And lastly, you'll have questions about the appliances. Much like you've seen on the last couple of quizzes we've had, and there was one in Schoology. The other half of all of the points are going to come from problems. There's going to be three different flavors of problems as well. Number one, and they get kind of a little bit more complicated as we go. So the most basic of questions is just going to be heating a material. That's where you use something like Q equals mc delta T, right? How hard, what temperature do you take it from and to? What is the material? That's the specific heat. How much of the material, and that dictates how much heat you have to put into it, letter Q. So just basically taking a material and heating it. You're not going through a phase change. That would be number three. A phase change. Remember that you have heat on the x-axis and temperature on the y-axis. Like for water, for instance, you have a solid water, you've got liquid water, and you've got gas. When you go through a phase change, everywhere you've got a diagonal where the temperature is going up. When it's fully solid, fully liquid, or fully gas, we use this equation. When you're melting something, right here, when you go from solid to liquid, or when you're freezing it, you use mH of F, heat of fusion. And over here, when you boil something or you condense it, you're going to use mH of V, heat of vaporization. So there'll be a problem where you have a phase change, much similar to the very last quiz that you took. It was a three-step problem. Be looking for how many steps is this problem. It will dictate how many equations and which equations that you use. Lastly, you're going to have a combining things thermodynamically. Meaning that you're going to take a hot plus a cold. You put something hot together with something cold, and energy lost is going to be equal to the energy gained. So that's going to be, assuming there's no phase change, then you have the negative mc delta T and the mc delta T, and then you go from there. So you plug in what you know, you plug in what you look for, and then you just kind of solve it algebraically. So this is exactly what you're going to be up against on the next test. If you have any questions, please feel free to email or ask. I'd be willing to chat with you. If you want to set up a Zoom, we can do that too. Talk to you later.